Okay, I am doing my third video, and today I dedicate this to for Dan to Tiffany, and I'm going to be making a dolphin pendant with a little bit of sparkly glittery diacrylic in it, and I gotta decide on the color of the diacrylic. That's not fair. I'll do that real quick, then get right into this thing. Let's see. Here we go. This'll do. Uh, I think this will do quite nicely. One piece of diacrylic. You put the reflective side up, or the coating side, I guess you could say. Set that right up there like that. And now I'll light the torch and go from there. And let there be fire, or let there be light, one of the three. First, I'm going to be melting a nice blob of glass to put over, big enough to put over that piece of diacrylic I just came up with. Shouldn't take too long. Just a matter of rounding into itself. As you can see, I let gravity work for me, and I continually spin the glass so that it makes it round, and I'm doing that for a reason, to get it big and wide and flat. Still getting there. Big enough for this piece of diacrylic. Almost. Now what I'm doing again is making sure it's big enough to press over the, and this diacrylic is cold, as you saw just a minute ago. I had it in my hand. And what I do is I get this where I'm going to flatten it into, this piece of this glass, very molten, and press it into the diacrylic. It sticks to the glass, and then what I do is I then heat up the back side of this diacrylic, because you heat up the front side, and that's where the coatings can burn off and stuff. Anyway, I have sitting beside here a little bit of blue exotic that I've already encased. See first video of encasement to understand what I'm talking about. Well, actually, it says YouTube 1, I think, on it. I didn't know what to call it, but from now on I will start calling it what it is. In this case, it's going to be a diacrylic dolphin. I now layered the blue exotic just over the coating, or just over the piece where the diacrylic was. And now the next step I'm going to do, actually actually that'll do. Well, I can do 2 or 3 or 4 things from here. 15,000 ways to skin a cat. You only need one at a time. Or one cat to skin at a time. I don't know what to do. But anyway. Now, I'm going to pinch and cut the end of this punty off. And now I'm going to replace the punty on the edge like so, to hold it in place so that I can get the rest of what I want it done. First thing I'm going to do Now I'm going to stretch this piece of diacrylic. You can't really see that it's diacrylic at the moment, but once it cools down, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll let it flow a little bit. Get rid of the high humps and the low humps. Glass will flow into itself and smooth out if you give it a chance. The idea is to use the right temperature and not temperature that it's going to start boiling the glass. You don't want it too hot, and you don't want it too cold. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stretch this into the main body of the dolphin. Okay, it looks like there might be a little bit left over, so I can make another dolphin or something out of it later. But right now, let's just work on making the shape of the dolphin. And a dolphin shape is a good banana. Front to back. May not look at the best of bananas, but there's a banana for you right there. Ooh, you can see the diacrylic in it. It didn't go all the way through. It'll still sparkle and glitter. Yeah, well, second thought, let's stretch that a little bit. Reshape it and make the dolphin out of it with diacrylic all the way through. Here we go. There we go. Even a better shaped banana. Okay. I think I'm going to use cobalt blue for the fins. And the body is already sort of like a blue exotic with the sparkly glittery in it. Or diacrylic, whatever you want to call it. Yep. I do the fold and pull. I folded it over and pulled it out to the shape that I want. In this case, it's the dorsal fin. And this is going to be a pendant. Normally, I would put one tail here, part of the tail here, one part of the tail there, but because it's a pendant and it's got to sit flat, I put the tail, just one edge of it going on the top and out, and the other edge of it on the top, on the bottom, bottom and top, excuse me, dyslexia. And pull it out and it goes up and back, and the other one goes um, forward and out and down. Okay. Now the front fins. A nice fold and pull a little bit, but still a fold and pull. Pull it out. When you're putting these together, make sure that your weld are really good welds. Very important. Now, next fin. Same idea. Touch it too. Pull it out a little bit. Fold over. Pull it out a little bit. Fold it over, and then you got the front fin. There we go. Now I'm going to put a punty on the back side of this so I can hold on to it while I make the front. Cold weld, heat up the rod that I'm putting it to. The dolphin tail is still very cold. That's why they consider it a cold weld. And later on, when I tap it, it should come off right at that spot where the two welds came together. Okay. I put my eyes on both sides of this thing just in case it gets flipped over. because one side will look like a green dolphin, the other side will look like a sparkly, glittery green dolphin. The, the nose of this dolphin, it's all in the positioning and shape. And there you go. I know, I make it look easy, but when you know you're doing it right, it looks easy. Dolphin should take about 3 to 5 minutes to do from front to beginning. From the beginning to end. I'll find out how long it takes for this thing when I finish. I make a loop starting from one side like I did and starting from the other side like I did and meet it in the middle. Main reason so that when you're making the welds to the dolphin itself, you make two good welds, not two pieces of glass that are sticking together. It is very important to make all that you do one piece of glass, not several pieces of glass stuck together. And yes, at first it's going to take a little bit longer, little bit, to get the right temperature and to get the right flow. But after time and patience, and I've been at it since 1982, and that's a lot of patience and time, you get. Now, here's the fun part. I put two cold welds on there. I wonder which one will come off first. Well, that answered that question. Um, Now, this I should tap, and it broke off right at the right spot. Yay! And you have yourself one dolphin pendant. I hope you like it, Tiffany, excuse me. I heard you don't like the word tiff. Must tiff you off. I mean, tick you off. Never mind. Well, and there we have one dolphin pendant. Day after Christmas, 2015. Have a good day.